Mamma mia, that is it. This is Ferrari today. A sorry day. They've lost the lead in the Drivers' Championship, the Constructors' Championship, and they've had an engine failure for the first time. A concern for them, for sure. It's time for the Grand Prix meme review, and for once, it's on the same day of the Grand Prix. Hallelujah to European racing times once again. I can maybe actually start getting these out on the day of, maybe, because we've got some content, because that Spanish Grand Prix, it wasn't dull, it wasn't boring, and it has a random-ass podium here. What is this? This is one weird-looking podium. You know what, though? I rate it. I actually like it. You know, we need more podiums that are shaped like the circuit. Should have used protection 9 months later. The Red Bull and the Mercedes. Look, you know, when two cars love each other very much, they come together and they pray really hard for a lovely new baby, and that's what they got. The Aston didn't work very well for them. I mean, Seb actually had a very phenomenal drive, actually taking his tyres quite a long way, wasn't it, in that race? But yeah, the Aston, which is looking like the Red Bull a lot these days with the side pods, didn't actually result in a major step forward. Kind of shows that you can't just copy and paste bits and bobs. You need a whole philosophy of the car. But yes, use protection, kids, if you don't want an accidental child, especially in Formula 1. The legend himself, take a Pastor Maldonado. What a legend. Spanish Grand Prix winner. This is, look, this man is a god for winning that race in 2012. Ironically, this is actually how Verstappen won it today. That's actually Verstappen, and that's actually Leclerc. That's actually the other way around now, because we found it in qualifying. It actually wasn't his engine at all. I assume this person's made it assuming it was that, but actually we found out it was the DRS, because he had issues with the DRS in the race as well. So this is actually, you know, you didn't know it at the time, 16 hours ago, but this was actually noting how Leclerc was going to go out of the race. Nice blocker off to Verstappen's radio. Max, try pressing the red button if you're a Skyglass customer. Brilliant stuff. This is obviously playing on, you know, Max, very aggy today, Max. Kind of need to cool down a bit, you know. He was pressing his DRS button multiple times. The engineer was thinking that maybe that was what was causing maybe sometimes on the closures. And then a nice edit, because, you know, we haven't heard enough of bloody Skyglass and SkyQ customer this and that. I mean, give it a rest. We know. New book of Lawrence Stroll released, How to Copy a Car by Lawrence Stroll, the greatest Formula 1 copier of his or any other age. Lawrence has a unique gift for understanding drivers and race cars. He's ultra competitive but never forgets to have fun. An immensely likable man. I'm not sure about that last part. Spotted a blue Ferrari. This was 3 days ago. Blue literally just says Ferrari. So it's not even noting about the size and the truck like nature. It's literally just because it's actually got the word Ferrari on it. But actually, once again, 3 days ago, this was what Leclerc was driving in the moment when his engine went pop. Lesson 1, win easily or quit. Lewis Hamilton teaches a winning mindset. This was something he did in like 2020, I think. And the radio, I would save this engine, guys, if I was you. I'm sorry. Yeah, Lewis was ready to give it up. But, you know, you got to cut him some slack. I think in the moment, you know, on lap 1, at that point, you know, you're not the engineer. You don't have all this data, and you can't see, you know, on the fly. I'm sure their software is making up strategies on the fly to kind of give them an inkling of what could be possible. You know, once they crunch the numbers, they were telling him, no, we could still get good points here, you know, a P8 or something. And then what they didn't know, and what Lewis didn't know, was, oh my god, the pace he had today was ridiculous, actually. I would be worried. Merca's slowly getting there. You know, Russell with some amazing defensive work against Verstappen. That was lovely, by the way. But, yeah, as much as this was funny and a bit of a meme of, throwing in the tide after all he says in the past about never giving up on whatever, no, it was ridiculous. But, yeah, also at the same time, Hamilton does have this habit of walking back sometimes things he says in the moment in the race. That Leclerc DNF was a mood saver for Max. You can't even get an effing DRS to work. Tell Checo I said thanks for P1, mate. Two sides of the coin for Max Verstappen today. Inside insider info of how the Red Bull DRS works. It's simply underneath that steering wheel. The line for the connection just goes to a wooden box. Yeah, it's just a little flick switch. That's it. And it's all been, it's been blowtorched together. And that was it. It was actually crazy. At some points down this straight, at one point, I don't think Crofty or Brundle even saw it, but I was looking right at the DRS, just that. And at one point, halfway through the straight, it just kind of went up and down for a little bit. Like, it was literally like a faulty bit of equipment. I think Crofty at one point just said they need to bang it, with like a little hammer or whatever. But it's literally like, just give it a nice little thud, and it might actually start working again properly. Pain is all I know, though. Mamma mia, mamma mia. That is it. This is Ferrari today. A sorry day. They've lost the lead in the Drivers' Championship, the Constructors' Championship, and they've had an engine failure for the first time. A concern for them, for sure. McLaren with 10 upgrades. Haas with a reinforced floor. I mean, I can't actually believe that I read... This is a quote, a direct quote from Haas. Is all they did, or from Magnussen, I think, all they did was reinforce the floor. And they were able to run the car lower and get more performance. Obviously, in the race, didn't pan out with K-Mag and Schumacher fell away. So McLaren did get the last laugh here. But in quali terms and one-lap pace... all I want to see in F1 22, my team career mode, forget the weight reduction, aero, whatever. I just want to see floor upgrade reinforced in it. So just that's it. Just make it stronger. That's it. Have you tried turning it off and on again? The classic one. I think that's literally what his engineer was kind of saying. Just turn it on once. Don't turn it on again, because that'll turn it off. Just once. Sir Lewis Hamilton casually driving from P19 to P5. Like I said, his pace was blistering. Little bit of an issue at the end. But Hamilton, the Merc's coming to him. And that race showed how skillful he still is. As much as we've memed him in the past, we've, especially Imola, remember all those memes. Now, this race completely put to bed. We can't really joke anything because he just had an insane race. His pit stop cameraman be like, mate, he thought he was doing something. He was like, oh, this is going to get me the next big score, like the next, big blockbuster film. This kind of camera. Like, I just want to see the pit stop. Bat, it's only 2.3 seconds, okay? Bat, done. I don't need like this. I don't need Martin Scorsese sort of like direction or whatever. Just F. Simply F for Ferrari today. That is that. Forget the Ferrari. It's just F. Who would win? Highly engineered, multi-million-pound, peak performance, motor vehicle, some wind. Yeah, the wind was the MVP of today. That made things so much more interesting with Verstappen going off. Sainz less so, because he didn't really get back into the race, but Verstappen's wind incident, that changed the race. Obviously, we would have had Leclerc's DNF anyway then, eventually, but that also spiced up, because we wouldn't have got that amazing George versus Verstappen battle. But yeah, the wind... It's a danger, don't mess with the natural forces of the earth. Schumacher and Pitt, what is this play? Yeah, he wasn't there for long, okay? He got catapulted out very, very quickly. Sad Luigi noises before the Spanish Grand Prix, after the Spanish Grand Prix. It's a reality check. It's a reality check. So much celebration at the start of the season. We're back to the usual. It's we need to see a big jump up back from Ferrari, big punch back. Otherwise, it's looking like classic Ferrari. Good, but not quite good enough consistently. It's time for Plan C. It's time for the green Ferrari. That's, am I weird in saying that actually looks cold? There's something about that. I actually like it. The yellow and the green go really well. I think that could, you know what, Lawrence? Make that happen. 4-time world champion, Mercedes power unit, Red Bull aerodynamic assists, and then like Lawrence Stroll, micromanaging all the above. It's not, there's been a lot of rumours out of that team that he does not manage very well, and that people inside the team are not happy about it. And you can see, like, they have the resources. They've always been a team that punched above their resources. They have, they have good people at their team now that they've nicked from Red Bull. And it's still just not going, accordingly. Now, obviously, it's early days for that upgrade package. It could still come to them. But, yeah, Aston, still a world of pain. Nobody. Hamilton, after dropping back to P19, quit to the... That's what he wanted to do, bro. He wanted to do retire from session, see the little cutscene of the guy walking through. That's what he wanted to do. Faster Perez trying to get past. Faster Perez trying to get past Verstappen. No, not happening. Faster Verstappen trying to get past Perez. Oh, please, come on. We'll let you through 2 laps early. It was a shame. I know there was very different situations in the race, but... you know, I would have just let them race a little bit. I know there's a lot on stake, but it's 6 races in. Oh, no. This has been the worst DNF in my career so far. Next week's Monaco Grand Prix. This has been the worst DNF of your career so far this year. Ah, please, Charles. If he gets Monaco cursed again... after this one, that's gonna take a big mental thing to come back through. Oh my god. What the hell just happened? Me, who ran out to run some errands, Joe out of the race, Leclerc out of the race, Bottas was on to P4, and Perez P4. There was like a good 15 laps where that Spanish Grand Prix was the most chaotic thing ever. We had Russell leading the race, then fighting and defending Verstappen, Perez coming through then to lead it with Leclerc out, Guan Yu Zhou out, Bottas up to P4 before the pit stop was made and whatever. It was mad. There was that period where it was just crazy. Then it settled down a bit and got a bit quaint for the most part then to the end. But yeah, for a while I was like, are we sure this is the Spanish Grand Prix? Mick losing out on points. I'll never forget the Japanese. Yuki Tsunoda did well, nicked it away from him. Poor Mick. He fell away a bit more then actually in the end, so it wouldn't have mattered, I don't think, that much. But Tsunoda, good try. Tsunoda actually drove really well to get that 1 point out of nowhere, really. I think because AlphaTauri had been struggling for sure coming into this race weekend. So yeah, but tough times for Mick. He just can't get it together. This is a good use of the Snapchat filter when he tried to copy the RB18, but it doesn't work. Oh, Seb looks this man, he looks that's so good. He looks so bloody depressed. Oh, oh no. Oh, I can hear this clip. It's from years ago now when he was at Alfa Romeo parking. Oh, Max's DRS coming up to turn 1. This is actually so true. Open, close, and that was it. Just a little blip, just a tiny blip of open for a tiny bit and then gone. Oh, I saw this. Oh my god, Drake put a 230k bet on Leclerc winning that. And then that happened. The Drake curse is back. He needs to stay away from sports, okay? Because everything he touches goes to crap, okay? It's here in full force. Ferrari, you know who to blame. Charles, you know who to blame. And on that note, I think that's where we're going to end it off then today, guys. If you have enjoyed it, hit the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Get involved with the subreddit videos. Link below to my subreddit. If you're new around here, get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.